The last chance footballers this year. Hello friends, this season we talked about the footballers with the last chance. Individually, what they all have in common may be the season of destiny. First player, Loris Karius, the German goalkeeper, whose name we forget these days, is 29 years old. After the Champions League final with Liverpool, he almost forgot himself. Besiktas failed to make the comeback they wanted. German goalkeeper was recently released for free. Before Liverpool, he played for Union Berlin on loan, but failed to regain its value, which was as high as 12 million euros. Next year will be important for him. If he has another bad season, he could retire early. Karius will be remembered as goalkeeper of mistakes. Not a bad goalkeeper, but too error-prone. Another player, Maguire. I don't know where to start. Let's start by reminding you that he's the most expensive stopper in the history of football. Maguire is the captain of Manchester United today, the leader of defense but also the most criticized. He has his own unique game structure, surprises you in the game with interesting moves, good footwork in the passing lanes. Yes, that's a big plus for United. Very good with head balls, but he's a man of mistakes like Karius. He has the potential to cost you 3 points in the last minute, and maybe the cup. United fans lose patience after years out of the race. This year is very important for Maguire. If he continues to make the same mistakes as last year, the fans will send him away. One of the unwanted players in the team today. But United is generally bad. Therefore, Maguire is tolerated. Another player, Kurt Zouma. Actually, he had a pretty good year last year. One of the best stoppers in the Premier League. West Ham finished 7th in the league last season. Zouma becomes a key member of defense. But recently, a video of him kicking his pet was leaked to the press. Kurt Zouma lynched on social media for kicking a cat. After this incident, there was talk of him leaving the team. However, the footballer who appeared in the court recently was declared guilty. Kurt Zouma sentenced to 180 hours of community service for violence against his cat and banned from keeping cats for 5 years. He dealt a big blow to his good career with a very wrong move. Made a mistake that will never be forgotten. We said it was his last chance because they won't let him down if his performance drops. Another player, Layvin Kurzawa. Kurzawa was one of the stars of PSG team in the time of Ibrahimovic. PSG paid 25 million euros for him when he was transferred from Monaco in 2015. The French footballer is 29 years old and is not considered in the PSG squad for the new season. Whether he stays in the team or leaves, it's his last chance to show himself. Will want to revive his declining career in the new season. An attack-rich fullback. He likes to participate in the game when the team is thinking ahead. Uncertainty about his future in Paris continues. Another player, Dele Alli. In fact, he was one of the most popular players who suddenly shone. Kane and Son were as big names in Tottenham. In 2018, he reached a career-high market value of 100 million euros. But after 2020, it declined rapidly and almost disappeared. Mourinho scored in the first 3 games after his arrival and signaled a comeback. But then he fell out with him too. The coach took him out of the 11 and then only used him as a rotation player. Dele Alli is nowadays 26 years old. 4 years ago, he was worth 100 million euros. But today, he was transferred to the Turkish league. Will play for Besiktas next season. It's definitely his last chance. If he doesn't succeed, he will never play at a high level again. Another player, Miralem Pjanic. The 32 years old spent last season on loan at Besiktas. Was admired by all sides for its quality and perspective on the game. It was already a big surprise when he was transferred. His departure from Barcelona in the last days of the transfer window. And Turkey was one of the leagues in Europe when the transfer was open. Besiktas made an offer and a few hours later the player arrived in Istanbul. Pjanic returns to Barcelona ahead of the new season. He was not expected to stay in the team again, but he won Javi's appreciation with his performance in the friendlies. With his latest statement, we think he will stay in the team. But Barcelona is in chaos at the moment. If they are happy with Pjanic, they can send him away quickly. Another player, Ozan Tufan. The dribbling of midfielders is very important in today's football. Ozan is one of the Turkish footballers who does it best. Two-way box-to-box. Was ineffective when he was first transferred to Fenerbahce, on loan to Alanyaspor. It's like he's making a comeback, but it didn't happen. He was talked about for months with his goal against Beşiktaş, but Ozan did not reach the desired level. Then played on loan at Watford, but Ozan never made it to Fenerbahce. The yellow and navy blue team first left him out of the squad and sold it to Hull City after the transfer window opened. Maybe the last chance for Ozan to prove himself. 27 years old and still hasn't made the expected explosion. Did not show his potential. Another player, Eden Hazard. This season is very special for him. Hazard's absolutely lost chance. After Ronaldo's departure, his transfer to Real Madrid caused great excitement. He has come to the place he has been dreaming of for years. A good team, a good coach, a good manager, a fit Hazard from Chelsea. In fact, there was not a single reason to fail, but it was a nightmare for the Belgian star. Injuries, formlessness, Hazard didn't even play properly. The games he played, he was nothing like Hazard at Chelsea, prepared very eagerly before the new season, and he hasn't been injured so far. He told the fans at every opportunity that this season will be his season. We are looking forward to. The 31-year-old star has to prove himself. Another player is Emre Mor. He joined us at Euro 2016 as the new Messi. With his speed and skills, he impressed himself in the championship where he played 60-70 minutes. He was transferred to Dortmund shortly afterwards. It was the right address for him to shine and rise. But Emre had the same problems as the young stars. He didn't take good care of himself. It's a classic, but he tried to tackle instead of passing the ball. He passed instead of shooting. Dortmund adventure was short-lived. Then he played for Celta Vigo, Galatasaray, Olympiacos and Karagümrük respectively. At the end of the last season, he had a bit of flutter with Karagümrük, one of my Turkish teams, and that's why he transferred him to Fenerbahce. For the 25-year-old, it could be his last chance at a big club. If he doesn't succeed in Fenerbahce, he won't get another chance in his next career. He has started well, he is always in the game and contributes to the score. He needs to keep up this performance. Another player, Griezmann. Atletico decided to transfer after successful years with Madrid. 120 million euros out of Catalan coffers for French star. However, at the end of 3 years, the value of Griezmann today is only 35 million euros. Moreover, his loan period at Atletico Madrid was very unproductive. Antoine Griezmann hasn't scored in 22 games. Recently broke this jinx and scored his team's third goal in the Getafe net. He is 31 and this year he'll play for Atletico on loan. Now he's got to make a career move. It's definitely his last chance. Another player, Piatek. No one recognized the Polish player in 2017, but in 2019 he became king with Milan. Gnonto was bought for 35 million euros in a hurry, but it fell suddenly. That flair only lasted a year. Played for Hertha Berlin and Fiorentina, but he didn't come close to his performance in Milan. The 27-year-old striker has a contract with Hertha. It's not yet clear whether he will stay in the team next season. Whether he stays or goes, it could be his last chance to prove himself. If he doesn't perform enough to be transferred to one of the big teams again, he doesn't get another chance. We have come to the end of the video. You can subscribe for more videos. Goodbye for now.